Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for July 24th, 2024. I'm Mike Spiderslayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy and you love daily comic book content, I think you came to the right place. Why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button? Also, guys, if you want to become a YouTube member of my channel, super easy. Just go onto the home screen, hit that join button, and it will give you an option of what tier you want to join. And as low as 99 cents will get you early access to my videos. You will also get monthly badges letting others know how long you've been a member of my channel for. And you will get stickers in the comment section and on the live streams as well. So, of course, it's always much appreciated. Now, before we dive into it, remember, these numbers are generated from leagueofcomicgeeks.com. These are not definitive sales numbers. This is a website where you can put together a pull list each week. So what this is that these are books that people are most excited for at this point in time. A great website just to let you know what's coming out each week. And if you want to add a little pull next to it, you can do it. So with that being said, guys, let's get started with this week's episode. So we always start with 5 books that are on the outside looking in, and this one is very close from being completely on the outside, and this is NYX. This is issue 1. This is a 36-page comic for $5. This book has 2,804 pulls. The newest X book that's getting ready to come out. I don't know how many people are excited about this one. It's written by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. When you look at the cast of characters in here, you know, you got Anole, you got Ms. Marvel, you got Prodigy, you got Sophie Cuckoo, and then you got Laura Kinney. Looks like the only one worth really reading for me is Laura and maybe even Sophie, but that's about it. Ms. Marvel does not need to be in a mutant book. So, I don't know, guys. Are you excited about this X book? The second book that's on the outside looking in is Zatanna, Bring Down the House. This is issue 2. 32 pages for the price of $6. This book has 2,908 pulls. It's written by Marco Tamaki and the art is done by Javier Rodriguez. Now, Javier Rodriguez does have a distinct style to this book, and I feel like the more this book goes on, the darker it's going to get. I really like this first issue as we get to see Zatanna doing a residency in Las Vegas at this low-key hotel, and things are about to go pretty dark, right? So I can't wait to see the second issue of this. I really enjoyed the first one. Book number 3 that's on the outside looking in goes to King Spawn, issue 36. This book is a $3 comic book, and it has 2,924 pulls, written by the great Todd McFarlane. And the art here is done by Javier Rodriguez. Now, I haven't read King Spawn in quite some time, so I don't really know what it's about. I want to know in the comments below what you guys think of it. But the description that it gives is, it says, Al realizes that he has been played and has been used as a tool to take on someone's competition. Now it's time for him to become the greater threat. I want to know in the comments below, which Spawn books are you guys reading right now? Book number 4 that's on the outside looking in, and I think this is climbing a little bit because it wasn't even on the list last time, and this is Rook Exodus. This is issue 4. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $4. This book has 3,083 pulls, written by Jeff Johns, and the art is done by Jason Fabok. Listen, when it comes to this comic book, this is my favorite comic book on the stands besides Transformers. Fabok's artwork is absolutely elite. It makes this book would not be the same without him doing the art. And the writing on this comic book is phenomenal. I've compared it to like when you're a little kid and you go to the store and you open up that action figure or that toy for the first time. Yeah, that's how this book is every single month I pick it up. This is a phenomenal story, and the direction this could go is just endless. Can't wait for this issue. Deadpool and Wolverine, Wade Wilson III, issue 3, WW3 number 3, World War 3 number 3. Who knows? I don't even know. I don't read this comic book anymore, unfortunately. I thought the first issue was like way confusing. But if you like it, dude, that's awesome. The art was really good in it. 36 pages for the price of $5. Obviously, the movie is right around the corner. Do you guys have your tickets yet? Unfortunately, I don't, but I might have to wait a week or two before I see it. This book does have 3,224 pulls. It's written by Joe Kelly, and the art is done by Adam Kuber. Like I said, the artwork is absolutely gorgeous in this comic. I just thought the book was way out there for the first issue, and I just decided not to continue it. But I want to know, of course, are you guys enjoying? Officially kicking off the top 10, we now have Harley Quinn issue 42 hanging on by a thread, 40 pages for the price of $5. This book has 3,406 pulls. It's written by Teenie Howard, and the art is done by Natasha Bustos. I don't know if I said that right. I've said this many times before. I have not read a Harley Quinn book in a very long time. I just can't take the character seriously. I feel like she's been completely changed, and I'm hoping when we get DC all in and we get all these new creative teams and stuff like that on books, that I will try them once again. But I want to know, who's reading Harley right now, and is it an enjoyable read if you're reading it? Debuting at number 9, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is issue 1. New series, new premiere, new jumping on point, 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 3,534 pulls. I know people, when they walk in the shops, they're going to want to buy this, right? This one is written by Jason Aaron, and the art is done by Joel Jones. Now, I read that preview, and the preview seemed pretty good. I like the way the artwork turned out in it as well. So it definitely has me intrigued, and yes, it is definitely a good jumping on point if you haven't read a Turtles book in a while. Like me, I have not read the ongoing series since like issue 25 from IDW, and I stopped it, so I'm checking it out, and I'm crossing my fingers. Grabbing the 8th spot goes to Vengeance of Moon Knight. This is issue 7. Legacy numbering 237. 28 pages for the price of $5. This book has 4,203 pulls, written by Jed McKay. The art here is done by Alessandro Capicchio. I never say his name right. This is a Blood Hunt tie-in, as it's been continuing to tie into Blood Hunt for a while, and it looks like it is titled Midnight Mission Impossible. Hunter's Moon, Tigra, and Reese launch their bloodiest offensive yet. The clock is ticking and the odds are against them, and the vampiric stakes have never been higher, but will they succeed? The entire Earth's future just may depend on it. Now, if you remember reading Moon Knight a couple issues back, that kind of kicked off the whole Blood Hunt event. Will it end in this book kind of as well? I don't know. We'll see. Overall, love the artwork in this book. I love the characters in this book, and I can't wait to see the direction it goes. Also, once Blood Hunt is over with as well. Hanging on strong to the number 7 spot. This is always in the top 10. This is Star Wars Darth Vader. This is issue 48. Luke joins the dark side? What? It's not like we never heard that before, right? 28 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 4,265 pulls. It is written by Greg Pak, and the art is done by Raphael Lencino. Listen, I've said it before, I haven't read the Star Wars books in quite some time. I did hear, though, also in October, we're going to be getting a new slate of Star Wars books that takes place between Return of Jedi and The Force Awakens. what is going on with October, man. It is going to be insane with DC's new initiative. And then we got this Star Wars Darth Vader stuff. Plus, there's other books coming out that Marvel is releasing, trying to keep pace with DC. I don't know what I'm going to do for my pull list this week, but when it comes to, or for that month, but when it comes to Darth Vader, I'll pass on this one for now. This book has fallen out of the top 5. It's now at number 6. This is The Flash, issue 11. The Speed Force mystery deepens. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $4. This book has 4,329 pulls, which I think it should be higher when you get to the number 6 spot, but that's just me. Written by Simon Spurrier. The art is done by Ramon Perez. And I found out that when it comes to DC All In, Simon Spurrier is going to stay on this book. Do you guys agree or do you disagree? Do we think we should have a completely new creative team on this book? Are you enjoying The Flash? Has it lost you? I want to know in the comments below. Cracking the top 5, guys. It's Void Rivals, issue 11. A 28-page comic for the price of $4. This book does have 4,638 pulls. This story seems to get better and better as we get to learn more about Derek and Solilla. Also, they have an Autobot by their side right now by the name of Springer, if you never heard of them. And we get to learn more about these characters on where they came from, right? And if you read the last issue, they're part like Cybertronian, right? They like take on Energon and stuff. Really cool stuff. I love the connection here. Can't wait to see the adventures continue. One of my favorite books as well. Love a lot that's going on in the Energon universe. Just right outside the top 3, coming in at number 4. We got Green Arrow. This is issue 14. 32 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 5,393 pulls. It's written by Joshua Williamson, and the art is done by Sean Zakatsis. Sorry. Anyway, really good book. Amanda Waller is now working with Oliver Queen, or I should say that the other way around. Oliver Queen's working for Amanda Waller. Not that he really doesn't like it, but he's kind of forced to do it, and he's in charge of like making sure all the weapons are in check and gathering stuff, things like that, right? And let's just say, obviously, the superheroes don't like it, but Ollie's doing best for Oliver Queen. That's basically what this is. Really enjoy this book. I think this will be a solid Absolute Power tie-in. I want to know if you guys are reading Green Arrow. Have you read it from the first issue? And what do you think of it? Here we go, the top 3, and coming in at number 3, and I think this is still a little bit of a surprise. This is Something is Killing the Children. This is issue 39. This book is $4, and this has 5,681 pulls. So this is super close to the 40th issue. Obviously, it's issue 39. And this book has been focused around one-shots on kind of Erica Slaughter in her early days of monster hunting. Kind of getting to see the character build herself up to the point of issue number 1. And I really enjoy that. I love how they're adding layers to the story or to the character herself. So when you get to the next major story arc, it's really going to mean something, right? So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Again, this one's written by James Tynion IV, and the art here is done by Werther Deliandria. Definitely a must read. I've loved this book since the very start. Coming in at number 2, we have Ultimate Black Panther. This is issue 6, a 28-page comic for $5. You seem to be loving Ultimate Black Panther, discovering what T'Challa can trust and who he can't trust and the people that he's working with. And you got obviously this new like plant growth that's going on that can destroy the others, and it's a crazy book, man. This book has 5,703 pulls. This is written by Brian Hill, and the art is done by Carlos Nito. Again, the characters in here is Black Panther, Killmonger, Lord Khonshu, Lord Raw, and then Storm herself. Awesome book. Love the art. A little bit of a slow burn, but that's okay, man. It kind of just builds to something big, in my opinion. But the book that grabs the #1 spot, again, this book always holds on to it, is Detective Comics issue 1087. I want to know in the comments below, are you guys really reading this book? Are you really enjoying it, right? This one is 40 pages for the price of $5. Also, are you excited that Tom Taylor is going to be on this book when DC All In starts? This book has 9,322 pulls. It's not elite for me. It's got to get at least over 10,000. It's written by Ram V and art is done by Christian Deuce. So, yeah, I couldn't tell you what this book is about. Haven't read it since the second or third issue, but again, it's Batman. Batman sells. People tend to read Batman, so I think it's just Batman. So there you have it, guys. There are the most pulled comic books for July 24th, 2024. If there's something else that you're excited about reading, let me know in the comments below. And of course, guys, as always, I'll always leave you more content right here for you to click on and support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, guys, read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, I will see you on New Comic Book Day.